All right, the July 21, 2025 special meeting of the Malibu City Council Administration and Finance Subcommittee is now called to order. If you would like to speak, please submit your request to speak form to the clerk. May we please have a roll call?
Councilmember Stewart.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Silverstein.
Present, thank you.
You have a quorum.
Could you also please give us a report on the posting of the agenda?
The agenda was properly posted on Thursday, July 17th, 2025.
Thank you. Doug, you want to move to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
All right, I'll second it.
All
in favor?
Aye.
Carries.
There's two people. Okay, so order the agenda is approved. We have no special presentations. We have no old business. Oh, public comment. This is the time for public to comment on any items not appearing on the agenda. So is there anyone that has submitted a slip to comment on anything not on the agenda?
We did not receive any public slips or written submissions.
Okay. So then we move to new business, discussion and allocation of funds for the Small Business Micro Stabilization Grant Program. I guess we should get a report if there is one first, then we can take public comment if there is any, and then we can deliberate.
Very brief. A&F met on July 7th, 2025 to discuss the eligibility criteria. The eligibility criteria was updated and provided to the City Council on July 14th, 2025. They did approve that updated eligibility criteria. We have that as an attachment on our back of our packets. With that updated eligibility, it updated several sections, so you do see some information on your packets here. So you will see one packet here that has all 157 applications. Anything flagged as an orange was a flag as to why they are not eligible on our updated list. On this second list, you will see staff recommendation for funding. On the back of this list, there are some sites that were technically eligible, but recommended as not to be funded for various reasons. So we have whether they're property management, alcohol, cannabis, certain health department clearances that are not met yet, or not brick and mortar.
Those are the blue ones, right?
Correct, at the very end. That total currently stands at $300,000, which is the allotted amount for this grant.
Thank you. Do we have any speaker slips?
No speaker slips or written submission.
Okay, so that'll close public comment. That brings it back to us. Also, I noted before we started, so I'll just note for the record, I think we ought to make these two charts publicly available since they're being provided to us. I think we can't just privately look at them. So,
I'm sorry, if I may, I have a few more notes that I
go ahead,
forgot
please
about.
do.
So, some notes on how we came up with these recommendations. So we pulled from eligible sites from the from the city eligibility list. Right here, you'll see businesses ranging from employees with 3 or more employees. Businesses with 3 or more employees. We removed any alcohol or cannabis-related businesses. Funds are to be conditional of code enforcement case resolution, so that is why you're still seeing some sites with code enforcement case items. If the condition is if they were to get their cases resolved, then the funds would be dispersed. And businesses must still be in operation. We came up with a grant distribution ranging between 5,000 to 15,000 based on employee size. So those with employees between 3 to 8 employees, you'll see were granted $5,000, 9 to 11 employees, $6,000, 12 to 24 employees, $8,000, and over 25 employees get the $15,000. After last A&F meeting from July 7th, there were some questions of some council questions on follow-up items. So businesses that are now eligible and that you will see on this list added now are Broad Street Oyster, Country Kitchen, Peekaboo, Malibu Motel, Sunset Restaurant, and Tradenoy. And some status updates from the calls requested on July 7th. Salon Yasmina is in fact a home, not a home-based business, so it is now eligible. That is updated and reflected on this new sheet. Malibu Divers did provide financial documentation, so they are now on the list. Malibu Barbershop confirmed that they have 1 employee and 1 contractor. Sea Lily confirmed that they have 1 employee and 1 contractor. And we have added some additional code enforcement notes for Lily's, Malibu Seafood, and Gravina. That concludes my additional comments. Thank you.
Thank you. There's a lot here to digest.
Yeah, just a quick question. Super Care, where did they end up? Are they on?
They were removed from
Okay.
this.
Do we have a requirement with respect to number of employees, or that was just used as a determiner of how much grant they should get?
It was just a determiner for,
So you're eligible if you have only 1 employee? Okay. Was the paperwork, as I made the point last time, was just overwhelming to me, and also the way I have to access it was very difficult. Was any consideration given in creating the let me back up. First of all, thank you so much for preparing the recommendations. They make things so much easier. And my approach is going to be to go off with use the recommendations as the base and maybe make some tweaks, but not try to prepare my own, in the first place, proposals. I left that alone because of how difficult this was in terms of volume, not just subjective decisions. Was when you were preparing the recommendations, did you evaluate how much money these businesses were making, like in the last year or two, in terms of do they really need funds or do they just take a hit? Like, if somebody was making $5–10 million a year, I don't know that there is anybody like that, and they lose $500,000 in business or even $1 million in business, yes, they're impacted, but that's not who this was designed for. Somebody that's eking along at a small margin, who lost their margin and is operating at a loss for the first 6 months of the year or so, and maybe is continuing to, or is operating at a really razor-thin margin, is who I think we were thinking about. So do we know, particularly the restaurants, what kind of historical revenue not revenue, what their historical profits have been compared to what they were for the first 6 months of the year?
What we were able to focus on most clearly was not the historic profit, because the information that was presented to us was in varying formats, varying levels of detail, varying levels of complexity. And so what we used as a proxy for that, and which is not nearly as precise, is the number of employees that they pre-fire employed and then post-fire employed. We took that into consideration. We also weighed very heavily the length of time that they've been in operation as a proxy of, commitment to the community, presence in the community, value in terms of community benefit. And then from there, the funds that we had to distribute were pretty minimal. Most of the awards that we recommend are in the $5,000 amount, because that was the minimum. There's just a handful, I want to say 4 or 5 in the $15,000 range, and then just a handful in the $8,000 range. That was kind of the next tranche. And then below that it was $5,000. So it was difficult because based on the applications, we knew that the need was quite extensive. But because of our modest budget, we knew that we were only going to be able to just provide to a fraction of the need that they had communicated to us.
But there's also a consideration for those organizations that contributed a great deal to the community in terms of services or whether it was restaurants. Restaurants happen to be the category with the highest number of losses as a result of the fires and the closure of PCH. So.
Right, but what I'm getting at is this is not supposed to be business interruption insurance. This is supposed to be money that will solve a business that's either failing or close to failing, and will actually get over the hump as a result of us assisting them. So, for example, if Nobu were eligible, it's not because it's got too many places. If Nobu were eligible, it's like, it would be like, okay, who cares? You make $100 million a year, so you lost $5 million in Malibu. We wouldn't be here to help you get back on your feet. You don't need to get back on your feet. You didn't miss a beat. You just made less money for your investors. There may be a few businesses in Malibu that are eligible under our criteria that would be in the nature of what I just described. We don't know that, right?
No, not that I know of. I mean, besides, looking at the dip that they had in terms of employees, and also, we looked at how much there was a loss in terms of performance. That was on the sheet.
Let me give one example, and I don't even know what the Broad Street Oyster Company. Don't they have locations outside of California? One or two, like I thought they may be in Vegas one, and there may be another one.
Did they provide that information in their application packet to us?
I could be wrong, but I have a recollection from the past of seeing that they had opened an operation at least in one, if not two other major destination sites.
No.
No, they didn't provide that.
Okay, take a quick look.
Under applications.
Doug, your questions?
Well, I just want to make a comment about the loss from recent closures and so forth. My experience as a banker, the smaller the business, the harder it is to get the numbers out.
That's right.
It's the last thing that they do until tax season almost. It's not like big corporations that are running daily P&Ls. So, to some of this, we're relying upon their ability to tell us the best they know. I would ask maybe we go through this a page at a time and see if there's any we have questions about or anything that appears to be controversial, just so that way.
Okay, by the way, Bruce, I remember correctly, not only do they have, I don't see Vegas yet, but they've got like 10 different locations. So that would make them ineligible, right? Don't we have, if you have more than 3 locations, you're ineligible.
Would be.
But they didn't tell us that.
No.
Okay.
They use their address.
Excuse me?
They utilize their Malibu address.
So I just flagged them as 0, which leaves us at 295 to whittle with.
Say that again.
I removed their $5,000 funding off of the recommended list. So now we have an additional 5,000 to whittle with.
And by the way, that's from their website, their own website identifies a whole bunch of locations. Girardelli Square, Long Beach, or, I don't have to go through them all, they know where they are.
Right.
I also have a question about the Pier restaurant, which I want to be able to help. But I've read, first of all, one thing is I've read that they've been making money historically hand over fist, whatever that term is, and that again they may not be in need so much as they lost money. But separate from that, I also read they may not be subject to our tax base, and if they're not, even though I would think maybe they do contribute to our taxes indirectly by bringing people into Malibu who might do something else, that's not what I understand the criteria of is a historical contributor to our tax base. So do they pay taxes to the city of Malibu even though their location is not technically in the city, it's on the state property?
Do you have access to the finance director?
I want to say they do, but I could check on that for you. Do you want me to run upstairs real quick?
'Cause I want to be able to help them, and if they pay Malibu City sales tax, I wouldn't have an issue, but I'm concerned that they don't.
So that's a little.
Moonshadows is on leased land as well. Is that state or county? Anyway, they're not on the list anymore, so.
Okay. Oh, so good. So I mean, what do you think of the issue of if somebody is, they simply, if you're making $1 million a year salary and you're saving money, and you got a nice house, and then you are unemployed for 6 months, and then you go back to work again, that's not what I would think this is for.
There's no question that we need to be assisting those people that are most in need. And I think you bring up a good point about what's the degree of need. If you're highly profitable, now you're just okay profitable. Although I'm not sure we're gonna be able to determine that in here very well. And, and to some degree, I think, the staff has done the best they could with the information at hand. You're not gonna get the actual financials for this desperate period that we've had today, just because they won't have it probably till months from now. But I think if we go through here, we may be able to identify people that may present more of an issue. And not that I've got any knowledge about Malibu divers, but knowing that they were cut off entirely from traffic.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
They're on the verge of going under,
Yeah.
and they're not going to. They're committed to staying open.
That's exactly right. Those are the kind of people we need to help. And I know one of the restaurants on here, I happen to know the owner, and they have struggled throughout this entire time. And they may be doing better. One of the other things we need to mention, this is the money season for many of these businesses. They depend on day trippers and traffic during the summer months that is not going to be here in the fall and winter. And to a degree, they're stocking up and trying to hold things together through the summer so they can survive next winter. We're not just helping them stay open now, it's about trying to make sure they make it through to get to see next year. As we talked about with the TUP ordinance the other night, carrying it all the way through to Memorial Day to at least be able to see if we can help them out right now when they need it the most. So I would suggest maybe kind of going through here and seeing if there's anything that we need to modify. And just as Cynthia's got a running total, let's see if we can't find some money to make sure that the people that need it the most can vary from the formula that you guys so rightfully use. And honestly, if I'd been doing it, I probably would have done the exact same thing. So thanks to the staff for taking that on. And I know Cynthia's fingerprints are all over this. So thank you very much. All right. Bruce, you want to just take the first page and let's see?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if there's a real format to follow this, but maybe we just kind of look at this page and see if there's anybody that we feel like needs more help or less help. I know in looking at some of these, I've had conversations with several of the restaurants that are on here, and while they may be name brands to many people, they have suffered greatly.
Right, and I've got no doubt that all of the restaurants have suffered. And if that were my sole criteria, then plus the how many employees and all that, I in a heartbeat, I'd accept these recommendations. The conversation I was having earlier though, like I have no idea what Jeffrey's historical revenue and profit are. It's a major destination, it's always mobbed. No doubt they suffered for 6 months. The question to me is, did it really impact the business such that going forward, if they don't get a grant from us, they're hobbled? And I suspect the answer is no, but I have no way of knowing one way or the other whether that's the case. Sunset Restaurant, I think, is less of a destination, but also it's a place people from all over go to. By contrast, I mean, like I know Malibu Seafood's been hurting. And I don't know how good their business is normally.
I know.
I have no doubt Howdy's and Alo are hurting. They're not the same. They're more local. They service the local community as much as tourists from time to time. But these other businesses are high end, and I just wonder how much they really need a grant from the city.
Will they go out of business? Without getting into anything that we know.
They pay taxes to us? Great, thank you.
I know at least one of these restaurants, Sunset Restaurant, is one of the same people that own the moonshops. So they have been severely impacted. And anything that slows down their sales right now is going to hurt them for the rest of the year.
So you're unconcerned with the question of, what was this by way of a percentage of their historical revenue, or?
If we were in a perfect world, I would say you're absolutely right. And we'd have the data to back it up and analysis and everything else. But to some degree, this is small change to the big guys. It's everything to the little guys. And I'm kind of leaning toward seeing if there's any way we can maybe balance this out a little bit. Although, in looking at the front page, the only place I see a question mark is Pilates studio.
Yeah.
Has 23 employees, but those are probably trainers, instructors, and I see them having less of a need than, say, Malibu Seafood, which is going to get the same amount of money according to our formula. So I would see trying to help Malibu Seafood out. On Beaton Orthopedic, he's only got 10 employees. That's probably a fair number for someone like him. Malibu Pier and Farm, I know they've been desperately hurt, not only by the shutdown of PCH, but also the end of end of the pier is out of business. So they have been significantly impacted. And if there's a destination location in town, that's going to be it. So I'm probably leaning toward reducing the Pilates operation by some amount. Don't have a number yet. But let's hold that in abeyance. What I'd like to do is maybe see if we can't build up a fund to come back and apply to others as we go forward. Instead of trying to change them on the fly. Maybe only reductions on this pass, increases on the next pass.
Okay, so I agree with you, the Pilates probably could go down. What's Salt Salon Malibu?
Oh, the applications.
Here's one.
Yeah, hers. They advertise as hair, skincare, makeup, brows, waxing.
8,000 for a beauty salon seems high. As does Pilates at 8,000. Bruce, with that identification, I
Yeah.
would suggest maybe we take them down to 5,000.
Sure. And you said, did you say the same thing for Beaton or? No?
For Beaton, I'm going to say he may need more.
Okay,
Only because of the context I know how he operates.
right. And I'd like to see Malibu Seafood treated more on par with the other restaurants. And if necessary, when we come back to it, we can take a little bit off the top of the more, what I think are more successful restaurants.
I don't disagree. I think on this pass, if we're in agreement, let's look at deductions or reductions.
Just reductions, okay.
And then
We're in
come
agreement.
back and add money to. So on page 1, let's move Pilates to 5 and Salt Salon to 5. And
That's it.
that'll be it for this pass. And the same may be true for Say Salon. I think that's a beauty salon as well.
5,000?
Yeah, 5,000.
I don't think that's the term used.
What's that?
I know what you mean.
I hate myself. And to talk about positions of need, you look at these restaurants, I think while they're busy, they have skinnied down to try and be as operational as they can. So that's kind of where we need to come back and see what we can do to help them out.
Okay.
So the salon goes to 5.
We're taking Broad Street Oyster off.
So I gave 5 more over there. This retail store, this Blue Salt, the business address is Sunset Boulevard.
But that's Lindy.
That's their mailing.
Lindy's got a brick and mortar store. It's just the office there, but her brick and mortar store is right next to Lucky's.
Yeah, because it looks like it's reversed on the chart. It looks like the mailing address,
Oh, it does.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we fix it.
She's here, lived here forever.
I don't have a problem with the 5,000, I just wanted to
Yeah.
point out the address looked a
Yeah.
little funky.
What's Crown?
Crown Boutique. Within the Malibu Country Mart.
That's the one that called it, I wanted to get.
It's like a small.
Yeah, it's the one.
So are these columns reversed? Because this says their business address is Civic Center Wide, okay, never mind.
And it's a women's clothing store.
Okay,
Yeah,
Thank
it's-
you.
It's one of those little ones in the middle.
wasn't aware of that. And Glamifornia, is that,
First time I heard about that
I
one.
think that's a beauty salon.
Elder Salon?
Correct. It's a salon.
21323 Pacific Coast Highway, where is that?
It's at the Ralph Center. No, that's further east.
Is it it's in a brick and mortar, non-home? Like it's storefront?
They classified it as yes.
Okay,
It's just
okay,
It's a small.
a bit north of
In-line
Malibu
retail.
Pacifica.
okay, cool. Any other issue?
No, we just reduced, Sea Salon to 5,000. And we took off, Red Cedar Oyster, and we did the transposition of the Lucy. Okay. And
So
look-
that brings our total to 288,000, which leaves us with 12,000 to reallocate.
Okay, well, let's finish before we
We've got a
start
couple here,
reallocating.
and look at Gardena, small operation. These are the kind of ones we need to help with. Really, John's Garden.
Mhm.
uh,
I agree. Especially John's Garden,
yeah, I did not realize they've been
it's an
in
institution.
49 years. I just did not realize it'd been that long, way before my time. Although they've got a business address in San Diego. Probably mailing address, San Diego. I wonder if that's, we know there's only one location for John's Garden, right?
Where are you seeing San Diego? It says minor outlying islands.
That's something you put on when you hit the button on Microsoft. It's got one of the addresses, USA and minor south, outlying islands.
Oh, I see, San Diego before the minor, okay, I got you.
I've been to the minor outlying islands.
So the Dog Hotel has been in existence for 83 years? That's fascinating. I'm okay with these.
John's Garden only lists one location on
I
the
only see
website.
Malibu,
Okay,
Those mailing
I'm okay
addresses.
that none of these are too high.
and Dr. Pena on Malibu Med, we only
Oh, I
have
thought
one
we took that
update.
off.
That's the medical
Oh,
location.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we took that one off.
Yeah, this one should be off.
Altogether.
She had two, and you'd also taken off the other one, which is the urgent care across the street.
Right, our
This one's next to super care.
yeah, our theory, our philosophy was the paperwork that she submitted described the principal business as supplying help to rehabs for their clientele.
Concierge.
Yeah, but so that's the same thing as being a rehab as far as I'm concerned. I thought you
Okay.
would agree with
Yeah.
that, and we don't want to facilitate providing services to rehabs
Okay.
in Malibu. Do you think Malibu yogurt might need to be considered for more? Yeah, I'm thinking of the places that are institutions.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, we'll take a look at that. But you're right, that's the kind of place, kind of a loser ice cream store. If Dick Van Dyke can't buy socks, we can't buy ice cream, we're in trouble. All right, so we've got to take care of this page.
Yep.
Maryland Medical is off,
Mhm.
it takes 5,000, the rest of the page is okay. And then,
Pacific Coast Pets, which is a great business. Do we know how many other facilities they have? I know there's at least one other one that I've seen in the valley at one point in time, whether it's still there or not, like in Thousand Oaks maybe. Or Agora. Yes, I'll look at their website.
There's two locations.
Two locations, okay, that's fine. They're both in Malibu?
Yeah, it looks like one near Point Doom and then one closer to the shopping center across the street, across PCH.
They got two in town?
I didn't know they had two in
I didn't know they
Malibu.
were one in Point Doom.
The other one, 0, okay. That's been it too.
The other one next to Subway.
Zuma Beach Plaza.
Ah,
Okay, good. Let's.
Yeah.
Where
That doesn't make them three locations, though, does it?
Just two.
They took
Only
over,
two listed on the
they
website.
took the groomers. They took over the groomers spot.
I'm gonna leave them as a question mark for additional.
Now, Ranch at the Pier, is this the same as One Gun Ranch and the restaurant at the pier?
Malibu Farm Cafe and Malibu Farm Restaurant at the pier.
This is at the very end of here.
Where they're building A, C, and now D.
It's a suite rather than a building, and it doesn't list the Point Doom address as the mailing address.
Uh,
I don't know what it is.
When I saw it, I was thinking One Gun. One Gun is the one that runs the restaurant at the pier, right?
No.
Who runs, where's One Gun?
That's a-
The restaurant at the pier is privately owned by people that live on Point Doom.
Okay, so, and One Gun is on, they're back, they live on another street.
Well, do we know what ranch at the pier is?
And that's where they get their man.
It is a Malibu lifestyle store.
Oh, it's the souvenir
Oh,
store
it's
at
the
the
souvenir
end of
store.
at the end of the pier.
Yeah.
All right, that's what that is.
One Gun Ranch, and then a ranch at the pier store.
It's
Yeah,
a-
it's-
it's a
it's
souvenir
that little
store
souvenir
right at
shop,
the end, yeah.
By the steps.
Okay. You know, the Malibu Motel is probably somebody that we need to be helping out too. They've only asked for 20,000. I think when we come back around, we ought to take a look at them. The Mindry LLC, is that the religious?
They do meditation, so they're next to Broad Street Oyster, you know.
Oh, is that what that is?
It's like to the right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're a one-off? Okay,
You okay with that page?
I am.
Tread noise, once again, another one of our,
I put a question mark next
yeah,
to it.
one of our historic restaurants here.
I don't see any more deducts.
Yeah.
I have one question about one that was not included at all. Oh, we'll wait for that, because that's the add-on.
Can we hit the total later button? How much,
17,000.
how much?
17,000 available to reallocate.
Bruce, what would you think if on some of these smaller operations, if we made it 3,500 instead of 5,000?
I would have no problem with that.
I don't know who I would put in that category, but I think some of the ones like the Mindry, which are a meditation place, because we need to help out the other people.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
So if we could go back maybe to look at this one more time, with who we can take to 3,500.
Yep.
The Pilates store on the front page, Good Point Pilates, I would say 3,500. If you're agreeable with that.
Sure. I'm sorry?
I would say a lot of, it does a lot of service for the women in this community
Yeah.
that, you know, they depend very heavily on our local population. That is the #1 Pilates studio for particularly women here in this town.
Good to know, all right?
Yeah,
Leave it alone.
thank you.
That's the reason why we got a group
That,
here.
the nail salon, I'm not telling you, you're gonna.
Where is Good Point Pilates? I mean, I see the address, but where is that?
Good point, because it's on the top page. But where's
Heather Cliff Roads, I mean, it's not in the Pavilion Shopping Center. Where is it?
It's in the offices next door.
Yeah, it's up on the top by the,
Across the street.
it's, yeah, across the
Post
street. Like,
office.
it's in that center, but like kinda up, you don't see it. It's like they go upstairs.
Oh, in the back. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
gotcha. I always forget about that part of the
Yeah.
shopping center.
yeah.
All right, Salt Salon would be a $3,500 one. Although, you know, this is where we, you know, $1,500 can make a difference to so many people, but at the same time, we need to help out the other folks, so I'm just posing the question.
Let's give them 4.
Right, 4.
4 for salsa one.
Maybe that's our new number, is 4,000.
Let's see what else. We took CIE already down?
Just take it down to
5.
4.
Take it to 4.
Yeah, take it to 4.
What does Blue Malibu do?
Souvenir store.
Souvenir store? 4. Yeah, take them down to 4. What is 21219 PCH? Do we know, like what?
It's right in front of Duke's per their application.
Right next to
Oh,
the
down
divers.
where they really got slammed.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what, I'd leave them alone.
5 for
They
blue.
got super slammed down there.
That, everybody in that 21,000 block, that's the part that got shut
Yeah,
down.
in fact, I want to up Country Kitchen when we get to them, when we come back to that. Crown, Daily Calm Wellness. Is that a 4?
I think that's a 4.
Yeah, I have 4 employees.
4
Okay.
for Daily Calm.
Okay, 4.
What do we say about Glamiformia?
We left them alone at 5, so we should leave it at
Well,
4.
they're in the 21,000 block too.
Oh. Now, none of these are in the buildings that got wiped out, right? That aren't there anymore?
We did remove a couple, I don't recall about this one.
Because I know there were a lot of salons in that complex that's gone.
This building is still standing.
Okay.
Let's leave
Did
that.
I mean, you guys, you were very good. I'm just asking the question as a double check. You did
Yeah.
look at anybody whose address was in that?
Right, yeah, we, fortunately, we were able to recognize a lot of the businesses. Those that we didn't, we confirmed by looking at
Okay,
Google Maps and
great.
The beauty of a
remove
small
those that
town.
are no longer
It
standing.
is.
Mhm.
It's great delivery, despite all this calamity. All right, I'm on the next page.
Yeah,
What's Madison AC? Oh, CIA, another CIA, by the way. Is that related?
There's something,
I'd like to see something. 35.
Same address.
Suite 22 versus Suite 5.
Unit 5. What are they?
national chain.
It's building is
Been
still-
in business 30 years.
Yeah.
They have 2 locations, one in Brentwood, one in Malibu.
Yeah,
Is it a hair salon or what is it?
no clothing.
Clothing.
And what was the other one? Oh, that's a salon.
Salon.
Okay.
Okay, that's all right.
That's one I never heard of.
Massage and spa.
Oh, that was one I wanted to ask about. Okay. That's the one across, next to the shopping center, next to where PC Greens was, that little center.
Mhm.
I used to live across the street from there.
What do you think?
4.
4 for Malibu Bliss.
What did we say the MMK Enterprises is? Or is it 21,000?
It says Malibu Mart. I don't know what the Malibu Mart is, I'm embarrassed to say.
It's classified as a gas station.
It is, I was gonna say it's the gas station, isn't it? Okay.
Which one is
The gas station in the Country Mart. Okay. at the very, on the corner of,
Shell station.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shell Station. So what do we know about ownership of other Shell stations by the owner of that station? Because a lot of them are, a lot of people invest in multiple gas stations.
It's a mobile and with.
Oh, it's the mobile
I think
station, not the
it's
Shell?
closed. Yeah.
20, which one are we looking at, MMK?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, 21,000, that's right there around Pacifica.
Oh, is that the Circle K?
Yeah, the old Circle K,
That's a Circle K, okay.
yeah, okay.
Same question though, as much as I wanna help people down in that area, do we know anything about whether the owner owns other gas stations?
Disclose that to us.
They did not disclose it.
You know, just a side note, when the road was only partially open, they opened up. You had to give people gas in that part of town.
I just, can we say that whatever award we make to them is contingent on them confirming that they don't own at least 5 gas stations?
It does say Malibu Mart previously Circle K, so they are not affiliated.
Right, but I mean, a lot, in my
Yes.
experience, there's a lot of people that people don't tend to own one-off gas
It
stations.
says owned and operated locally by Los Angeles residents.
That still doesn't mean they don't own 5 or 10 others.
You want three stations or 5 stations? Just confirm that.
Maybe we should stick with 3, because that's the
That's
rule
what we
for
got for
others.
everybody else.
Okay, so they own no more than 3 gas stations.
So the commission of not owning 3 others.
So Salon by the Sea, should that come to 4?
Yeah, I think so.
You all speak up, by the way, if you think there's one that's spotted or missing. As we go on, as we go down. Salon Jasmina,
I'd say 4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4,000 for the Salon Mina.
What are the alcove stores? We know what that one is.
It's a women's clothing store.
Yeah, you know, all those small stores that are like in the center,
Okay,
it's part of that.
okay. Did you want to reduce the minder to either 35 or 4?
It was just a meditation operation. That was my example.
Might
I
have
would say
one.
4,000.
Okay, 4K for Mindry.
Does that also say Long Beach?
Veritas Yoga,
And Newport Beach.
Same thing, 4,000.
4. That's it. Now what do we have?
24,000.
Okay, we got something to work with now. And I don't think we've heard anybody materially here.
Wanna bring that up?
The alcove may have more than one location, because I'm seeing Malibu, Los Angeles, Long Beach.
On their website, they state Long Beach and Newport in addition to the Malibu location. So I think our limit was 3 or fewer.
So they're 1 of 3?
One of 3.
It's okay.
Let's take them down to 4.
Okay.
Give us another 1,000. 25K. All right. I don't see a need to raise the first 4 restaurants.
Well, you know what?
They're all at the pinnacle anyway that we're doing.
Actually, I would suggest that we take Valkyries down to 12,500.
I'm okay with that.
Joffrey's to 12.
12.5.
I will say that he is my next door neighbor for full disclosure. Sunset
I
Restaurant.
think Joffrey's makes a lot of money. I feel badly for them, but they're not selling their house. Same thing with the Sunset Restaurant, although you said it's the same person owned
Yeah.
Moonshadow's, I didn't know that. Malibu Seafood, I'd like to see go at least to 10, if not 12.5.
Yeah, well, let's take this page and add some money to it. I think at least 12.5, let's put them 12.5,
12.5 for Malibu Seafood.
yes.
And their business is returning.
It's
Glad to
returning,
say.
but they've had a rough time. Sunset, we got at 15 already, and Howdy's,
They're all at 15, I don't see how we can go over that.
I'm not going over it, I'm just saying, I want to make sure they're comfortable with that
Oh.
dollar amount. Just like we lowered Joffrey's.
I am.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Christie's,
Let's get Christie's and, what's the other one mixed up? And Lily's. Lily's is in Point Doom, Christie's is down the track.
Christie's, yeah.
Okay. Christie's, what are we saying for them?
Um,
8,000.
Let's take, how about taking 10?
10.
Is that 10?
How are we doing so far?
21,000.
21,000 left, all right?
Okay, Malibu Farm is 15 between their two, so that's fine.
I'd like to take Beaton. He's an institution in this town. And it's a small operation, even though they show 10 employees. Let's take them to 8 or 10.
How about 75 for now, and we'll see if we have more coming back.
Sounds
Just
good.
to add to that,
No, just
Um,
take it to 75.
Beat-
Add 1,500.
Yeah.
And 1,500.
yeah, Beaton, most of his clientele is all Malibu, because it's all physical therapy.
Yeah.
And so when the fires happened, they lost.
Yes,
huge
we're
amount.
We're adding more,
Eight more.
and we might add more when we come back, if we have it.
V's Restaurant, they were closed during much of the last 13.
We'll put them at
V's was open,
7.5,
so-
put them at 7.5 for now. Add 1.5, 1,500 to V's.
Got it.
Country Kitchen, I wanna add 2,500,
Definitely.
and maybe even more later. My thought process on it is, aside from the fact that they got hammered, they were open serving first responders and the few people that were able to get in and out of that area. And they're an institution as well.
That's right.
Well, this is only 10 years in operation, is it like a new owner?
It's gotta be. That place has been there forever.
Yeah.
Like some of
I give them credit for not claiming whatever time period it was there before them.
Country Kitchen, 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay, otherwise I'm just.
On Gravina, 7,500 for them.
And at least 7,500 for
John's
John's,
Garden, yes.
subject to being revisited as far as I'm concerned.
And Lily's,
7,500.
that's 7,500. We're spending money quickly here.
Yeah, where are we?
8,000 left.
I don't think there's that many left.
Malibu yogurt. Do we want to add more to that?
Yes, we do.
Let's go to 7,500.
75. If we go over, we'll come back and go down.
Probably take it off somebody. We got one that's contingent anyway, so.
Malibu Coast Pets and Malibu Motel on the next page were identified as
Yeah.
candidates for more.
Malibu Motel, I would say 7,500.
I'm fine with that.
And what was it,
The pet store.
Pacific Coast
Pacific
Pets.
Coast Pets.
Let's give them 75 for now too. And then where does that take us?
500 left.
That's pretty good.
We want to give them a Tradenoy, which means we got to find. If we give them 2,500, we need to find 2,000.
Let's go back to the bigger restaurants.
So add 2,500 to Tradenoy. So now we're less 2,000?
What do we say for the gas station?
Did the gas station?
Let's say 5,000.
I like Vivid Candy because Vivid isn't just doing marketing for Malibu.
Yeah.
I think they should come down.
I don't think that as a marketing firm, they are solely Malibu-based, right?
Yeah.
I think they also work remotely in addition to working in their facility.
How much do we have, we're over or short, how much?
2,000
Short
under.
2,000.
We could take 2,500 off of that.
Yeah.
And then that gives us 500 again.
That takes it to 2,500.
Right. And that gives us 500 to additionally allocate.
Correct.
I would give it to John Gordon.
Yeah, John.
John's Garden is now at 8,000. And that is full allocation of 300,000.
Do we feel a need to eyeball this when it's clean, or are we cool?
I can read them through.
I'm pretty clean on it, but let's just do one more pass to see if there's anybody who feel like it's decided.
Okay.
Or- Page 1, I'm okay.
Well, for my benefit, I'm gonna ask, could you read off the numbers in orders?
Good idea.
I'm gonna write them in the margin.
I was trying to keep up, but let's see.
All right, so Olo, 15,000. Howdy's, 15,000. Joffrey's, 12,500. Sunset Restaurant, 15. Good Point Pilates, 5,000. Malibu Seafood, 12.5. South Salon Malibu, 4,000. Christie's Cafe, 10,000. Malibu Farm Cafe, 7,500. Malibu Farm Restaurant at the Pier, 7,500. The Beaton Orthopedic, 7,500. C Salon, 4,000. These Restaurant, 75. Abierto, 5,000. Blue Salt, 5,000. Blue Malibu, 5,000. Colony Cleaners, 5,000. Country Kitchen, 75. Crown, 5,000. Daily Calm Wellness, 4,000. Glamifornia, 5,000. Verbena Malibu, 75. John's Garden, 8,000. Lily's Malibu, 75. Madison et Cie, 5,000.
Very good.
Malibu Bliss. Malibu Bliss Massage, 4,000. Malibu Dog Hotel, 5,000. Malibu Gallery, 5,000. Malibu Yogurt and Ice Cream, 75. MMK Enterprises Malibu Mart, 5,000.
It's
That-
contingent, by the way.
Yes, correct. Condition on not owning 3 other properties. Nadi Trancas Malibu, Nadi Boutique, 5,000. Pacific Coast Pets, 75. Peekaboo, 5,000. Ranch at the Pier, 5,000. Res Ispa, 5,000. Salon by the Sea, 5,000. Salon Yasmina, 4,000.
Sorry, real
What is
quick.
it, 4,000 on
Salon by the Sea, 4,000.
Okay, so we have another $1,000.
I had 5,000 there too.
All right. Thank you. Salon Yasmina, 4,000. Sunroom, 5,000. The Alcove Stores, 4,000. The Country Kitchen, 5,000. Malibu Motel, 75. The Mindtree, 4,000. Trodenoy, 75.
Country Kitchen, I have 7,500.
Country Kitchen,
Yeah.
75.
Yeah, Country Kitchen, 7,500.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah, we
didn't
did.
write that one down for some reason. 7.5?
Yep.
So you didn't have that?
I do not.
Okay, so keep going.
Malibu
Trodenoy?
Motel, Trodenoy, 75. Travelers Surf Surf and Coastal Outpost, 5,000. Burritos Yoga, 4,000. Vivid Candy, 2,500. And we are under 1,500.
All right, let's,
We need to take it back.
take it back, and we also, let's have a
I
contingency
agree.
for the
Yeah.
gas station.
I agree.
First off, is there somebody that you feel like could really use extra money? That's low.
Peekaboo,
Peekaboo?
they did a lot.
Do we have Peekaboo?
Peekaboo, we're giving 5? And they asked for what?
20.
Let's give them the extra 1,000.
No, we're.
We need to pull away
we-
1,500, yeah.
We're over.
Over
Because of
1,000.
the non-recording of Country Kitchen's edition.
Then let's take the ranch at the pier down to 4,000.
Okay, I'm fine with that. We still have to take $500. Oh, what did we add $500 to at the last minute? John's Garden? Take that one back to 75 for now. So now we're clean slate.
Correct.
And we have how much to contingency allocate?
We got 5,000 on the contingency.
Contingently allocate.
Um,
So let's contingently allocate 1,000 of that to John's Garden. You okay with that?
And this is, just to be clear, if the gas station drops off, we've got 5,000. So John's Garden picks up 1,000. So now we got 4 left.
There were some others. What were they? Oh, excuse me.
Peterborough, you want to?
Oh, wait a minute, by the way, I wrote on my notes as we went through it that Glamifornia went to 4, and we said 5. Did we keep them at 5 because it was in the burn zone?
Yeah.
Is that what we said? Okay, that's fine.
So we still got 4,000 contingent.
Yes. How about Peterborough?
We already gave him 1,000. Or
No,
is
we
that
didn't.
John Garden? That's
No.
John's Garden.
The Peterborough's at 5,000. You want to give them a contingent 1,000 or
Yeah, give them
1,500
a
even?
contingent 1,000.
Peterbilt 1,000 contingent.
What is it, the Summer Bathing Suit store? It's next to Scott's,
Which one?
the sunroom. What's it?
Yes, it's on the left.
Yeah, the bathing suits, what do they
No,
sell?
no, closed.
It's clothing.
Yeah.
You know, the country kitchen,
I could give them 1,000 more.
yeah, 1,000 more contingent.
Still 2 more.
2 more, or 1 more?
2 more.
2 more.
2 more, correct?
2 more.
Motel?
Yeah, I think the motel.
That's 1, okay. Got $1,000 left.
Alfred Motel contingent.
I want to give 500 or 1,000 to seafood.
Let's give them,
Give them the full 1,000?
give them 12,000 contingent.
So for our contingent items, we have John Garden, Peterbilt, Country Kitchen, Malibu Motel, and Malibu Seafood.
1,000 each?
Correct.
I think that's it.
I think we're good. Do you all have any thoughts about us going over or under too much for anybody?
No, this is coming out.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the same thing,
I talked to,
if they're eligible, I mean, if they get selected.
is there, we talked about the criteria. They thought our criteria was a good one to consider. And they're gonna try to help these people out as well. But this is also gonna cover the paying canyon.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I don't know how much money they've got available, but this will be helpful too.
Right.
Is our work here done?
I think we have a clear enough understanding of what it was from the last exercise we just went through. So, yeah, is there any other business? Do you have any other comments?
I'll make a comment that's a little bit off this topic, but part of this. We need to get those 4 nonprofits back as soon as we can. I had a conversation with the Education Foundation, and depending on what we're able to give to them, they either can carry forward with their operation or they're gonna have to scale back considerably. And we spent some money getting them up to this point, but let's not lose the momentum. And the same thing is true for the brigade, and then we'll see about the others. But we need to bring those back. And I know we're running in the red, but
Yeah, we can look at fundraising techniques, because generally you look to the parents of the students.
and that's That's what they're doing.
And that's what they need to focus on, which they were not focusing on.
Are they?
I mean, a little bit, but
You don't enable them to,
that's, we'll keep it going, but that's also.
This was meant to be seed money to get them started.
Okay, so, you have any objection to adjourning?
I have no objection to adjourning,
All right, our business is done, we're adjourned.
as I used to say at the end of the cowboy movies, our work here is done.
All right,